Alrighty, well let's pick up part 3 here of, I guess that's why they call it the blues. We ended part 2 by playing, we had played the first part of the verse, so we'd gone this far. Sorry about that. This is where we're ready to start. Boom. So we're on this G chord. Well, we continue to use the same rhythm pattern that we learned with the chords we're going to plug in part 2. So if you haven't seen part 2, make sure you watch that, because I don't want to go over that again in as much detail. But so we stay on this G chord, and we're going to continue in the left hand to play bum, ba bum, ba bum, bum bum. So 1, 2, 3, da 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 da. So it starts on G, 1, G G, G B, B B, B E, E D, D C, C C, C G, G G, G A, A F, A G, G G, G G, G A, B. Okay, so let's look at that left hand again. Of course, you'll get a chance to see the two hands playing together. But other than at the very end, we go to just quarter notes. G, G, A, B, bum, okay? But again, we start out, let me go at a slower tempo. So we're going to say 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4. G, 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 B, 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 E, E, D, D, C, 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 G, 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 A, A, F, A, G, or excuse me, G, 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 A, B. I said A once while I was playing an F. I apologize. Freudian slip. Watch my hands. So, again, we'll cover the left hand a little more when we put the two hands together, but I wanted you to have some basis of what we're doing down there. So in the right hand, we use this rhythm pattern where you play the full chord, and we're here on this G chord, which is B below middle C, D above middle C, and G above middle C, thumb, index, and pinky. So you play the full chord, and then arpeggiate up thumb, index. So remember, we're subdividing this in triplets. So every beat, every 1, 2, 3, 4 is 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, or 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. So again, it's just chord. So 1, 2, 3, then back to chord. Bum, bottom, bum, bottom, bum, bottom. Chord, thumb, index, chord, thumb, index. And again, there's more information about that in part 2 if you need a refresher. So we start on this G chord, and it's G, so G, 2, 3, 4. Then it goes to a B7 chord, which you want to voice here, A with your thumb, D sharp with your middle finger, F sharp with your pinky. And you just do the same rhythm pattern, chord, thumb, middle, bottom, bottom, bottom. So we were here, G, G, then B7 for 4 counts. Then it's actually an E minor 7 chord, but you're just going to play a G chord in the right hand, and you're going to have an E in the bass, so it'll sound like an E minor 7. So you're going to play B, D, and G again. And it's for 2 counts. 1, 2. Then it goes down to an F chord because it's a D minor 7. And with the D in the bass, that F chord fills out a D minor 7. So you were here. So on 3 and 4, you go down to A, F, and C. Or excuse me, A, C, and F rather. Okay, and then we're down to a C chord. So let's take it that far real quick, just the right hand, then we'll put the two hands together so you can see where we're at. So 4 counts on that C chord. Let's put the hands together for a second and just let you get a feel for what's happening here. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and... One more time. Okay, so moving on, and we'll do it slow all the way through this line a few times once we get all of the basics taught. So we're back to a G chord, and it's the same thing we've been doing. Ba da 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 da. Then it goes to an A minor 7 chord, which you're going to play a C chord up here, C, E, G, and you're going to have an A in the bass, so that'll take care of your A minor 7. Then to an F chord, C, F, A. So we were here, ba, da. Then A minor 7, F, F. So it was 4 counts of G, da, 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 da. A minor 7, 2, F. And then on this G chord, we're going to do something a little bit different. It looks like this. So what are we doing? Well, we start out doing exactly what we've been doing, which is 1 da da. So 1 triplet. Then the lick goes like this. On the count of 2, it is full G chord, 2 trip, goes to a C chord, C, E, G. So 1 triplet, 2 trip, and let is just your thumb toggling on C. So, and then back to G. So 1 triplet, 2 triplet, and you do that a few times. So 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 1 Let me play that really slow. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet. Here you go. 1 triplet. One triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 3 triplet. Okay, so that's what's going on with the left hand in there. It looks like this because it's just over a G bass and you're still just going G, 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 G. So. So what we're gonna do is you do this twice. So it's 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet. So 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4. Okay? So where do we go when we're done? We've played through this. That eats up a measure. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet. So then we're back to just 1 triplet, 2 triplet on the regular rhythm pattern on G. And then we play an A minor 7, and what you're doing here is playing A, C, and G up here, and you're doing your normal rhythm pattern. Ba-dum-da. And then it's a G chord again over a B bass. So let's play both of those things together in context so you can see how they play together. We're actually going to come out of it. We've just gone, simply love you more than I love. There you go. Now, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. Let me slow it down and start in the same place on, it would be I simply love you. So that's where we're on a G. Then it goes to A minor, then F. So I'll start there. We're going to go 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet. Here you go. And when you go into the beginning of the chorus, which is the next section of this video, you're going to be on a C chord, which is right here, C, E, G. And that's where we'll kind of end what we're doing today, so we have a little resolution. Okay, so basically let's go back to the beginning of this riff now that we've kind of broken it down. And I'm just going to play the whole thing slowly several times so you can see how it all fits together now that we've broken the pieces down. So we came out of, we're ready to go. Okay, so let's slow it down. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. Again, real slow. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet. Here we go. So we're on a G, B7, E minor 7, D minor 7, C, G, A minor 7, F, G, A minor 7, B, it's just G over B. Okay, just a little reminder on the chords. One more time slow, and then we'll pick the pace up a little bit. pick it up just a smidge. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. And at full speed, it'll be about like so. 3 triplet, 4 triplet. So there you go. All right, we'll learn the chorus in part 4, and that'll have us just about wrapped for the song. So we'll learn the chorus and kind of do a run through on the whole song and talk to you about what you can do to make it a little bit more sophisticated if you're at a level where you can do that. Otherwise, this is a pretty darn good basic arrangement for somebody approachable and still has a lot of pace and sounds very full. And captures the essence of what Elton's doing. So we'll talk about some ways to flare it up a little bit in the part 4. All right, I will see you then. And remember in the meantime that if you're not having fun when you're making music, you're doing it wrong. And I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Candleman Steve. Take it easy.